It's a historic day for the Handelsblatt. I am happy to be involved with this newspaper again. This will be the third time that I have the honor of doing a consultation with them. But this is the real important one because we're going from the classic traditional broadsheet, of which there are fewer and fewer around the world anymore, to the more convenient business format, a compact, which is easier to carry. I believe that readers, especially the younger readers, prefer the smaller format. But other than the format, there is a lot that is new in here, and I hope that readers will be able to perceive it. This is probably the first project in the world where we really take a look at how will the newspaper of the future be, and we try to incorporate those changes in there. You will see that, for example, on page 1, instead of one huge image, you will find 2 or 3 images that begin to tell you the story. In other words, the selection of these images by the photo editor and the editor and the design editor will be the first step in telling you the story. You get a copy of this newspaper at 7 o'clock in the morning on the way to the train or to the airport, and just by looking at the 3 images in here, you'll be able to already get a sense of what the story is before you read. But then you have a full story to read here. In addition, you have a navigation pretty much like what you're used to online that will guide you to the best stories that you should not miss that day, and there will always be a commentary at the bottom of the page. Now, you're used to separating sections in here. You're used to being able to take Unternehmen and Markt, for example, or politics out. In a business format, as this is, this will be almost treated like a magazine or a book. Everything is in the package. But if you flip the newspaper, if you're an online reader used to sort of scrolling up and down, you will have a full summary of what is in the newspaper that day. So I can see that a commuter, a businessman or woman, gets a newspaper. On the front page, you have the one story you need to know before you go to work, and the best of the inside. You flip the newspaper, and in about 3 stops of the metro, you might be able to get an idea, summaries of every major story. Then you decide on your own time what I'm going to read and when I'm going to read it. If you have more time, when you open to pages 2 and 3, for example, actually it will be 4 and 5, you will get the main story immediately projected in there. This is where the paper goes in depth, and this is where we have the concept of the newspaper as a book taking place here. When you get to specific sections of the newspaper, like for example the section on politics, you will have an opening like you see here, and because this is a section inside a section, you will always have a navigation so that if you start it here, it will tell you also what to find on the inside. So all in all, this is a very convenient, handy package. You will be able to open it up whether you're sitting in the middle seat of a Lufthansa flight and be able to read it like this. The convenience is tremendous. You'll be able to get through the paper quicker, and if all you have is little time in the morning, you'll be able to just flip the paper and get almost like a scrolling device of the best of the Handelsblatt. So all in all, I think that this is a win-win situation for the reader, for the advertiser, and we certainly hope to hear from you and tell us what you think of it.